What are you anticipating from Toronto this weekend?
I think it's a good team. There's a lot of quality on it. It's the first game of the season. They're going to be excited about that. We're looking to build upon, the 3 points that we got last weekend, and hopefully we can continue in that fashion. But looking forward to a good game and excited.
What have you been able to tell your teammates about Bradley and Defoe?
Well, I mean, it's more about the whole team and just the formation they play, what to look for. We're going to watch more tapes tomorrow and prepare accordingly. But yeah, I mean, those two players are really good. They have a lot of quality, but we got to make sure we prepare for the whole team.
Bradley talked about how you guys go back to the combine and talking about the league back then. Just how cool is it to see him back in the league as well right after you come back?
Yeah, I mean the better players in the league, the better league it is, and it's always good to see American players getting good contracts. So happy for him, happy for the league, and I think it just makes it better.
Did he reach out and talk to you at all when he was making the decision?
No, he didn't.
Is it, when you know there's a World Cup coming up, I mean, is it difficult at times to kind of keep that out of mind when you're here with the Sounders focusing on these goals? Or
No, I mean, maybe because I've participated in 2 World Cups already, but you're just focused on where you are at that moment. Right now, I'm here with Seattle. I'm looking to help this team to try to win an MLS Cup, and just thinking about the next game. That's kind of my mindset.
Given that you've had a few more days now going into this match, do you feel like you're gelling better with your teammates?
Yeah, I mean, we're able to work on things more. It's still early in the season. We're still not exactly where you want to be as far as your top form. I think you get that as the season goes on. But, I mean, the boys were looking good in training, and it's about figuring out what our strongest 11 is and figuring out, what's the best way for us to play that we can impact games and make sure that we're getting 3 points.
Having played with Jermaine at Tottenham, how would you describe his game and what he can bring to TFC?
No, he's just a good player. He's a good finisher. He's quick. But at the same time, I mean, Toronto, they're a different team than what they were last season. It's going to be a tough game on the weekend, but we're looking forward to the challenge.
When you were in this league the first time around when you were younger, could you have envisioned back then that you'd have a game this weekend where there's maybe half a dozen World Cup players all on the field together?
When I first started out, it's definitely changed a lot. The league has grown considerably, more soccer-specific stadiums, bigger crowds going out to games, like you said, more players who are of top quality playing on each team. So it makes it more exciting for the fans and also for the players because, that's what you want. You want this to be the best league possible because this is where you're from.
Clint, Jurgen made a comment late last week about the American players not being held accountable for their performances compared to being in Europe and South America. Any thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, it just depends on how you look at it. I think the players held themselves accountable for how they play, and if they don't play well, then it's going to hurt them in their careers. If you're not playing well, you're not going to be picked for the national team. If you're not playing well, you're not going to be selected to play for your club team. So I think you have to be, as a player, be accountable of yourself, and that's what helps you to be better. So that's what I focus on. I focus on holding myself accountable for how I play and trying to figure out ways to improve. And when I'm going through tough times, just to keep working and making sure that I can come out stronger for it.
When you signed here last summer, you're obviously making that decision for what was best for you. But did you think at all, like maybe that would open the door for other guys to see, okay, he came back in his prime from Europe?
Well, I mean, that's not what that was. I was just doing what I thought was best for me and my family at that time. What happens because of that, if it has anything that good can come from it, well, then that's great. But for me, I was excited about coming back to the States, coming back to the league that gave me my opportunity to go pro in the first place, and excited about coming to Seattle where, some of the best fans in the league.
anything else?
Thank you.
Thanks, Clint.
Thanks, y'all.
Give your full 90 with the Sounders FC mobile app, featuring live audio, matchday blog, and much more to keep you connected. Download your app at soundersfc.com/mobile.